Hi, I'm Kathleen.
And I'm Charlene.
And we're the two C's discussing the big C. We are doing a preview because we are sitting in the parking lot about to go to the opera. They're doing Orfeo by Gluck.
And it's a lot of dancing, evidently.
Yeah, with Mark Morrison.
More
This is a
dancing.
Met production. So we are going to do a little talk beforehand, and then we will discuss it after we see it. Meanwhile, we thought we would talk a little bit about the inauguration that happened this week and the so-called big scandal of the live recorded music with Yo-Yo Ma.
Live recorded music.
Yeah. Live recorded music with Yo-Yo Ma and Perlman and a Venezuelan
pianist
and some
a New York
clarinetist.
yeah.
Who he was like 29 years old.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was good.
So I didn't see the very beginning of the quartet, but I did see it midway, and they were sitting on the days out in this freezing cold weather. That day was really cold here.
And there was no wind protection either.
No, and it
for
was
them.
really windy that day too.
God.
So the big scandal is that they ended up using a recorded.
Well, they had planned to use it.
Well, yeah, they wanted to play live, but they couldn't because it was cold. Their instruments obviously would have cracked, and they couldn't even play because their fingers were frozen.
Right, they even had gloves on until the very
So today in the Post, well, first the other day in the Post, they said, "Oh, look, it was not live; it was recorded." And then today they had a big essay in the Post about the fact that, hey, it was recorded, but you miss out on the live experience. You know,
for
of
about the three people that were in front of them.
Yeah, so whatever.
Nobody else could hear it.
But as you
That's for
stated,
sure.
I mean, it's impossible to play in those conditions.
You can't play in that at all. I mean, even if you have an old instrument, your fingers are cold, you know, and the level that those people play, they don't want to embarrass themselves.
Yeah, I mean,
because
this is
of
Yo-Yo Ma
something
and
out of
Izaak
their
Perlman.
Yeah, out of their
Worldwide,
conditions.
everyone was watching the inauguration
That's right.
all over the world.
That's true. Yeah.
So the essay in the paper was like, well, that's a big scandal because
Everybody does. I mean, look at those halftime Super Bowl things. They're certainly all recorded.
Well,
all
and
these
like you said, in the
concerts
Macy's parade when those people are coming, those
like
are all.
Yo-Yo. I mean, Lang Lang was playing this year. Another time,
Yeah, and it was
Yo-Yo Ma
pre-recorded.
played.
He had
Of course.
huge gloves on his fingers.
I mean, what do you expect? People that don't play or aren't, what would you say? I mean, it's not even the players. It's just people with common sense realize that your fingers don't work, the instruments don't work, they go out of tune. The pianist.
Well, and like they said, those are
impossible to
old
keep anything in
instruments.
tune.
The wood would have cracked.
Oh, yeah, they're good instruments.
It was
they would
20
never
degrees
use.
that day,
Yeah.
and it was windy, so the wind chill was probably in the teens.
Yeah, he said it felt like 15, Yo-Yo Ma.
Well, I'm not surprised,
That's
especially because they were
awful.
sitting in the
They
Capitol.
didn't even have
way at
coats
the top.
on. They just had suits on. I
Yeah,
was really
well, they were
surprised at
they were
that.
nice that they did as much as they did, as far as I'm concerned.
know. Wow. I wouldn't want to do that.
I mean, your hands always get frozen. Are they white now?
No. But
So that was always hard because when you played in Quebec,
it
wasn't
was
that
cold.
a problem? What did you do beforehand?
Well, I got them warm. I just put them against my blood areas, in your wrists like there and get them warm. But coming out of the cold, well, that's why you get there plenty early so you can warm your body up, let alone the musical part
yes,
of it.
I have my glasses on. So do you.
That's all right. That's all right. Well, this is more than 3 minutes.
As far as we are concerned, that's okay. I will edit. Like right now, I will edit.
All right.
As far as we are concerned, it's not a scandal.
No, not at all.
It was
The fact
common
that they were
sense.
there. They were asked
Classical
by
music,
Obama
common
to do it.
sense.
Yeah.
Well, all he said is, "Hey, will you come play at the inauguration?"
Yeah. That's right.
He doesn't know much about
They
music
didn't
and playing.
they
out
didn't
in the
put. I
world.
thought they'd have a little bit of glass or something around there to
Only on the sides,
shelter them.
so that those people wouldn't get shot by snipers. You know how
I'm
they had
talking-
glass? They
Yeah,
had
but-
glass along the side, in the back of them, not in the
They
front.
did. It didn't
Yes.
look like that.
But
to
that was
me.
only protection for all the congressmen and senators
Yeah,
sitting.
yeah.
So, but the piece itself was a John Williams take on "'Tis a Gift to Be Simple."
Which I didn't like.
What didn't you like about
I
it?
didn't like the beginning of it. Didn't kind of make sense to me. A little bit of the violin played and then a little bit of the cello played, and you didn't get into the whole variations or anything like that. I couldn't figure out.
Okay,
Unless
that
it was just
the part that they were saying John Williams composed himself, and then he added in the "'Tis a Gift to Be Simple."
right, but he could have
So
done.
you didn't like the John Williams part?
Well, no, I didn't.
Well,
just didn't make sense to
like
me.
that critique, which was the same woman who wrote the essay, she said it would have been nice if he had just developed his own melodies.
Well, yeah.
As opposed to adding the "'Tis a Gift to Be Simple." But
No.
as Yo-Yo Ma was saying in the paper, it was Obama who requested. He said he liked Copeland.
Yeah.
So then they didn't know what to play, so they went to John Williams, and then he wrote the score.
No, I think the idea is good. I just didn't like the way he did it. Starting
I
with
missed
a
the
lone
beginning part.
violin like that.
Okay, I didn't hear that.
It just, and then a lone cello. I mean, they were each playing by themselves, and it didn't make much sense to me. If they'd even started with all of them playing and then go off to one, like you do in jazz, something like that,
Right.
and make it a jazz kind of piece, that would have been much better than the type of thing that it was. I think it could have been a nice jazz
I missed
element
the beginning.
to
The
it.
part that I came into
Yeah.
was they were just going to start. There's a dog in a car. They were just going to start in on the Copeland part,
Yeah, okay.
and then I like that Yo-Yo Ma was very receptive to his. He was sitting in the middle. So then when he was
to the
playing,
other people, yeah.
yes,
He is
you
that
could
way
see
all
that.
the time.
I know he's that way all the time, but it was nice to see that because a
Yeah.
lot of people who probably
Don't
never
understand.
know anything about classical music and never see anything with classical music saw that because it was part of the inauguration.
Yeah.
So it was nice that even if it was recorded, although they were playing live,
They were playing.
they were
right.
playing. It was nice to see them have like a good time and
Yeah.
show that
Yeah.
this is a nice piece.
No, you can play live with a recording. It's not that hard if you know.
Well, for all
Yeah,
we know, they
anyway.
sounded great or they sounded horrible.
That's
it didn't really
right.
matter.
That's right. Only a couple
When
people
it's
heard them
15 degrees outside, what do you expect?
in the front, anyway.
Well, and if they were playing along with the recording,
They were.
then they have
Although
ears.
well, they must have. They didn't have Well, I don't know if they had earpieces.
I don't know.
You couldn't tell.
I'm sure if we looked it up, we could see it online somewhere and critique the whole thing. But that
it's
doesn't
not
matter.
worth it.
No.
It's not worth it.
The point is that it was nice they included classical music
Yes,
and classical
yes.
musicians.
That's for sure.
And it was a nice little situation, even if some people complained that it wasn't live.
You know, the funny thing was,